Welcome to Royal Lovers. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and show some love to royalty. I am your host, Carl. Today, we're diving into a riveting tale of a prince's battle. Not against a dragon or an evil sorcerer, but against something far more real and sinister, the British tabloids. Our protagonist in this saga is none other than Prince Harry. Recently, he sat down for an enlightening interview with ITV's Tabloids on Trial documentary. This program delves into the lives of celebrities and victims who have been turned upside down by criminal acts perpetrated by the British tabloids. A chilling tale of phone hacking, breaking and entering, stalking, unlawful monitoring, records hacking and blagging, all spanning over several decades. Prince Harry has not been a silent victim. He took the tabloids head-on and emerged victorious in his lawsuit against the Mirror. Not only did the judgment favour him, but he also secured substantial damages and forced the Mirror Group to settle all the remaining claims he made against them. But the battle is far from over. The Prince still has ongoing lawsuits against two other media giants, The Sun and the Mail. Throughout the week, several snippets from Harry's ITV interview have been released. His comments on the family rift and his mother's so-called paranoia have sparked particular interest. The word paranoia carries a heavy weight in this context, especially since Prince William publicly labelled his mother as paranoid and afraid back in 2021. While these revelations are intriguing, it's clear that Prince Harry is being very selective about what he shares regarding the family rift and how his battle with the tabloids has altered his relationship with his family. However, he does make some striking points, emphasising the need for unity and service for the greater good. The Prince's battle is a testament to his resolve and courage in the face of adversity. It's a tale that goes beyond royal drama, touching on issues of privacy, media ethics, and the human cost of public life. Now let's delve into the intriguing parts of Harry's interview. One of the key talking points from Harry's interview was the discussion about paranoia. This subject takes on a particularly poignant tone as it brings to the forefront the memory of Princess Diana, Harry's mother, and her struggles with the relentless press. The question posed to Harry was not simply about paranoia in a general sense, but it was a pointed inquiry into whether he believed his mother had been paranoid. This query, loaded with implications, was not posed in a vacuum. It was asked in light of earlier comments made by Prince William, Harry's brother, who publicly described their mother as paranoid and afraid in 2021. William painted a picture of a fragile woman manipulated away from her role as Charles's dutiful wife. These are strong words that carry a weighty burden of familial tension and public scrutiny. But Harry, in his characteristic manner, rose to the occasion. He didn't shy away from the question, nor did he let it pass unaddressed. Instead, he stood by his mother's actions and her efforts to tell her own story. A story that was often drowned out by the noise of tabloid frenzy and public spectacle. Harry's response highlights the fact that Diana's so-called paranoia was not baseless. It was rooted in a reality that saw her phone hacked, her movements tracked, and her personal life invaded in the most intrusive of ways. Harry's words serve as a reminder that Diana's fears were not the product of an overactive imagination, but a response to real and present danger. The debate around Diana's paranoia is not just about a historical event or a long-past controversy. It's about the continued struggle of the royal family, and particularly Harry, in navigating the treacherous waters of public life. It's about the constant battle between privacy and public duty, between personal safety and the relentless pursuit of truth. Harry, in his interview, stood by his mother's actions and her efforts to tell her own story. In doing so, he not only defended his mother's legacy, but also highlighted the ongoing challenges faced by those living in the public eye. Another point of interest from Harry's interview was his comments on the family rift. It's clear that the effects of this tabloid turmoil have seeped into the very foundation of his familial relationships, creating chasms where there were once close bonds. Prince Harry's battle with the British tabloids has been a public one, yes, but it has also been intensely personal. Each headline, each invasion of privacy, each act of slander has not only been an attack on him, but also an attack on his family. But the battle lines don't stop at the newsstands. They extend into the heart of his family, creating a rift that seems to widen with every passing headline. Harry made it clear in his interview that the abuse he receives isn't limited to the tabloids. His comments hint at a darker side to this saga, one where the abuse also comes from within his own family. It's a startling revelation, but one that adds another layer to this complex narrative. It's not just the press against the prince, it's the press, and seemingly his family, against the prince. But even amidst this turmoil, Harry's resilience shines through. His words reveal a man who, despite the odds stacked against him, still harbors hope for unity. His comments about doing things as a family and for the greater good underscore his unwavering commitment to the values that he holds dear. In the face of adversity, he still sees the possibility for reconciliation, for coming together as a family, and for using their collective influence for the greater good. It's a sentiment that reminds us that at the end of the day, it's not about the headlines or the lawsuits, but about family and duty. So as we continue to follow this royal saga, let's not lose sight of the man behind the headlines. A man who, despite the trials and tribulations, continues to stand up for what he believes in, to fight for his family, and to strive for the greater good. Harry's comments about doing things as a family and for the greater good hit home. Harry's comments about the greater good were particularly poignant. As we unpack his sentiments, we find a prince deeply committed to the responsibilities that come with being in the public eye. Harry's vision of public service isn't about the glitz and glamour that often accompany royal titles. Rather, it's about using one's position to contribute positively to society. This is a stance he has consistently held, even amidst the turbulence of his ongoing battle with the tabloids. The greater good to Harry, it appears, is not just about personal growth or even familial unity, but about the broader impact one can make when in a position of influence. He emphasizes that those in public roles should use their platform for the betterment of society, an ethos he has demonstrated time and time again through his various charitable endeavors and public statements. And yet this commitment to the greater good is also what makes his fight against the tabloids so significant. It's not just about defending his personal reputation or settling a family feud. It's about challenging a system that has, for far too long, mistreated those in the public eye, exploiting their lives for sensational headlines and profits. Harry's fight against the tabloids, then, is more than just a personal vendetta. It's a fight for a new precedent, one that respects the dignity and privacy of those in public roles. It's a fight to shift the narrative from sensationalism to substance, from scandal to service. This battle, as challenging as it may be, is Harry's way of serving the greater good. It's his way of using his experiences, his voice, and his platform to effect change. It's his way of standing up for what he believes is right, not just for himself, but for all those who find themselves under the harsh spotlight of public scrutiny. In conclusion, Harry's battle isn't just about him, it's about setting a precedent for how those in public roles should be treated. His commitment to the greater good serves as a beacon of hope, a call to action that echoes far beyond the gilded walls of the palace. Harry's interview was revealing and insightful. As we reflect on the candid revelations Prince Harry shared with ITV, we see a royal grappling with the challenges of public life, the legacy of his mother, and the strain of familial relationships. Harry's battle with the tabloids is one of the most profound aspects of his narrative. His victory against the Mirror Group was not just a personal triumph, but a symbolic win for all victims of invasive press tactics. It shows that even those in the highest echelons of society aren't immune to such transgressions, and it sets a precedent for holding these media organizations accountable. The debate about paranoia is a poignant reminder of the late Princess Diana's struggles. Harry's defense of his mother against claims of paranoia is a testament to her legacy and a call to re-evaluate the narrative surrounding her life. The fact that Diana was indeed being monitored and pursued, far from being paranoid, reveals the very real dangers she faced. Harry's comments on the family rift and his relationship with the tabloids reveal a complex dynamic. It's not just the press scrutiny that affects him, but the reaction from his own family to his actions and words. The torrent of abuse he spoke about extends beyond the media, hinting at deep-seated issues within the royal family. Finally, Harry's emphasis on the greater good and service reiterates the importance of public duty in his role. Despite the challenges he faces, he remains committed to using his platform for positive change, reinforcing that his royal status is not just about privilege, but responsibility. As we conclude, let's remember that this is not just Harry's story, but a narrative about the intersection of privacy, media, and public duty. It's a tale that continues to unfold, and one we should all be watching closely. Thank you everyone for watching the video, and remember to show some love by subscribing and sharing the video. Leave a comment and share your thoughts. Thank you. I am your loyal host, Carl.